today the Supreme Court is expected to deliver its verdict in the Karnataka government's plea to cancel the bail granted to Kannada actor Darshan in Renukaswamy murder case. Darshan, along with other actor Pavitra Gowda and others who face serious charges related to abduction, torture and murder of 33-year-old Renukaswamy in Bengaluru. Let's get in a word from Dipankar, who is connected with us. Dipankar, good morning. Currently, Darshan is said to be shooting for his upcoming movie in Thailand as he is on bail, but the verdict is now expected today as far as when it comes to his bail is concerned, that is being challenged.
Well, a very good morning to you too. And yes, the Supreme Court is expected to pronounce its verdict on the cancellation of bail plea that had been filed by the state against Darshan. And remember, while the court was hearing the matter and while it was reserving its verdict on the cancellation of bail plea, it had said that the High Court had gone beyond the limits of its jurisdiction and virtually dictated an order of acquittal against Darshan, and it had also said it had wrapped the Karnataka High Court on the kind of order that was passed by the Karnataka High Court, and it had also said that the Karnataka High Court had handed over a judgment in the matter and has virtually given an acquittal to Darshan. So we'll have to wait and watch as to what the decision of the Supreme Court will be there, and what happens after that decision, whether the Supreme Court upholds the decision of the Karnataka High Court or whether that Karnataka High Court's decision would be overturned by the Supreme Court. So we'll have to wait and watch as to what happens in the Supreme Court today at 10:30 a.m.
All right. Keep an eye out on the developments that take place in the Supreme Court. Dipankar, thank you very much for the moment. But as we are saying, because whether it comes to the apex court, which had questioned the High Court, whether it gave out the relief in the same manner in other cases as well. In the meantime, let's take you through the arguments that have been made by the state government and from the defense side. What they have been now putting out exactly when it comes to the government's argument, saying that he has misused bail, he skipped court hearings but attended the movie, also met key witnesses post-bail, and the crime scene that has been a soil on Darshan's shoe, and that has been found. However, when it comes to challenging the court order, the High Court bail order, that seems to contradict, and also when it comes to recording of strong forensic digital proof as well. But when it comes to the defense side, Darshan's lawyer has been now saying that the actor was arrested in an illegal manner and the FIR that happened in Bengaluru, but the arrest happened in Mysuru, and there was no written reason that was given for the arrest. There is no proof of kidnapping, and alleged that there is a 3-second video that does not exist, and the witnesses, as far as the defense is concerned, seem to be unreliable. But there have been a lot of key dates that we look into as far as the actor Darshan's Renukaswamy murder case link is now concerned. As we speak of the timeline, what had happened back then when the entire issue was sensationalized. In June 2024, the victim who was abducted and was apparently tortured in Bengaluru. Following that, actor Darshan, who was arrested in Mysuru. Then in the month of December same year, it was the Karnataka High Court which granted bail to the actor Darshan. Now, next year, when we speak of the month of July 2025, it was the Supreme Court which questioned when it comes to the High Court bail order and then went ahead to reserve the verdict. And today we are expecting, when it comes to the Supreme Court, would deliver its verdict with regards to bail that was granted by the High Court to actor Darshan. Now, remember, even as how popular Darshan is, but when it comes to law, that is above everyone. The actor who is now accused of being involved in the murder of his fan Renukaswamy, who allegedly made some objectionable comments against his actor friend Pavitra Gowda. All of these details that are now coming at a time when it comes to today, as the matter would be taken up in the Supreme Court already when it comes to the judgment that has been reserved and the verdict that is expected to be out today. Let's get in a word from Neha, who's connected with us. Neha, all of these developments that has been taking place with regards to actor Darshan, you know, he seems to have resumed his film shooting, said to be not even in the country. But today is the day when all eyes would be on the Supreme Court on its verdict.
Well, Amita, that's absolutely right. It was a very big day here for actor Darshan here. But, also for the big day here for the Supreme Court. It's going to be seen right now what judgment they deliver in this case. Remember, whenever, of course, it comes to case of PIPs, of having indulged, allegedly indulged very serious crime. But the entire a country, of course, was not with respect. And this time around, as those charged,
Well, unfortunately, Neha, we don't have a clear audio connection with you, but as we establish that connection again, at 10:30 a.m., we are expected, when it comes to the Supreme Court, would pronounce its judgment on a plea by the Karnataka government challenging the High Court's order granting regular bail to Kannada film actor Darshan in Renukaswamy murder case, where as far as the actor is concerned, it seems to be business as usual for him as he continues with his film shoot. But it was previously on the 24th of July when the Supreme Court had reserved its judgment on the special leave petition that was filed by the state government, and the bench then came down heavily upon the Karnataka High Court over the bail order. Seeing the manner in which the order was pronounced, it looked like this was a case of acquittal. Well, we'll be keeping our eyes out as far as the development in the Supreme Court is today concerned. All right, let's shift focus